It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Monday, the 16th of December. I'm Michael Groff. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Dry conditions, temperatures above average. We could even see some record highs in a few locations this week. And as we head into the weekend, temperatures may drop ever so slightly. But by and large, we'll still remain well above where we ought to be for this time of year, at least on our high temperatures. Overnight lows probably not too bad. And what about that forecast for Christmas? I mean, that's coming into focus now, less than 10 days away. What will the weather be about the time old St. Nick comes down the chimney? Could we have some rain around here? Well, we'll talk about that and everything else as we dive on in. First, the almanac from yesterday. 73 degrees the afternoon high, 45 the morning low, 66 and 45 are the averages for this time of year. And as we take a peek outside right now at 11:45 a.m., we've got some clouds, partly sunny sky right now. We're sitting at 63 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew point's 23, humidity 22%, light wind, barometer is falling. Satellite picture out here across the west does show a band of clouds coming into Arizona, so we will see some obscured sunshine for today. Might even turn mostly cloudy this afternoon, but the main storm track, of course, remains well off to the north and west of us. Man, did we have a significant Pacific storm slam on into the Pacific Northwest and Northern California over the weekend. A rare tornado warning in San Francisco on, Saturday morning. And there was a tornado that actually touched down, a multi-vortex tornado in Scotts Valley, California. Now, again, that's far away from us, but just a sign of what's out there. Unfortunately, all that's going to stay far away from us as we are protected by high pressure for the most part. It will allow some high clouds from time to time, but that's about it. You can see on the watch warning map, we've got those winter weather advisories for parts of the Pacific Northwest up around Spokane and Lewiston, Idaho, and again, much of the Pacific Northwest with issues, gale warnings and wind and all of that, even down into the Sierra. But all of that's going to stay, again, far to the north of us. Convective outlook for today, the marginal risk of severe storms, level 1 out of 5. The areas in that darker green there from Texarkana over toward Little Rock and Memphis. And the precipitation outlook valid through Monday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing. Statewide, nothing. Region-wide, basically nothing, because high pressure will remain in control for quite some time. Temperatures will remain above average. It's La Nina. It's a blocking pattern. It's not going to change much. We'll talk about what's going on with this in more detail, though, as we get to those models. Have a look. It's the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, Big Ridge over the northeast. Much of the southern tier of the United States experiencing above average heights, mainly a zonal flow around here. And what it means down at the surface for the rest of the day today, partly sunny sky for this afternoon. High temperatures should top out somewhere in the low to mid 70s. Again, the average high for today, 66 degrees, will be several degrees above that at least. And any rain and snow will be well to the north of us, from the Sierra through the Great Basin, the Pacific Northwest, the Intermountain West. And so, again, just more dry weather here, and that's going to just make those drought conditions over the Southwest worse. For tonight, some clouds around, overnight lows, I'd say in the 40s to about 50. And yes, we could see some upper 30s maybe in those coldest desert spots. Then tomorrow, it's basically the same story except with less cloud cover. High temperatures mid to upper 70s with a few clouds. Let's go to Wednesday. High temperatures right about 80. Yes, that's right, 80 degrees in mid-December. And if that does happen, we would break a record high. The record high for the date, I believe, is 79. Same thing on Thursday. The record high is 79. We're expecting highs upper 70s and low 80s. Even on Friday, we could be near 80 degrees as high pressure remains in control here over the Southwest. The heights way above average. The storm track far away from us. And not many clouds around. Again, a few high clouds may occasionally pass us by later in the week, but for the most part, lots of sun and dry air. So again, overnight lows will be about where they ought to be. We'll be in the 40s in most spots. A couple spots upper 30s, a couple spots in the urban core right around 50, but it's those afternoon highs, thanks to that very dry air and high pressure in control, should still top out near 80. Now, as we go to the weekend, high pressure begins to move off to the east. There's a trough off to the north and west of us, and temperatures may back off a couple of degrees at some point out here Saturday or Sunday, but they'll remain far above seasonal averages. We'll still be well up into the 70s. And there may be some increase in clouds, especially by Sunday. We'll call it partly sunny out here. But other than that, no real change to the overall weather regime here. Let's go to a week from today. This is Monday the 23rd. Troughing right there along the Pacific Northwest coast. Ridging is off to the east of us. And we've got more of a westerly flow here. So some high clouds around and temperatures to remain above average. Let's go to Christmas Eve. This is Tuesday the 24th, and that trough, now we're going to see it dig down the California coast or into California, Great Basin, and heading our way, and we may see a little bit of an increase in moisture with that. And let's go to the big day, Wednesday the 25th. It's Christmas Day, and the GFS does show this system dropping into Arizona. And this is 8 a.m. This is Christmas morning. And if this works out, yes, with high pressure in the east and this ridge or this trough digging on down here into the southwest and ridging behind it, helping to sort of propel it down, we could maybe see some isolated showers in here for Christmas morning. That'd be a nice Christmas gift. But even though there is some consistency among the models that suggest some degree of troughing here in the southwest, the GFS is probably the most aggressive. This deterministic run is the most aggressive of any of the models. And so I remain very skeptical about this. This is 10 days out. We're trudging out here into the realm of fantasy, so let's not get too excited about this right now. We'll watch model trends, though. We do see evidence that temperatures may trend down a bit as we get toward Christmas, but I would be hesitant to put any rain in the forecast. And any of these, 10-day forecasts that you see on your app or any of these other places that you go to, that are calling for rain or whatnot, I would really, really take those with a grain of salt right now. There's just no way to know. And by and large, given the month we've had, the weather pattern that we are stuck in, I would not put any rain in the forecast just yet. Let's watch a few more of these model runs and see what happens. All right, that said, let's check out rainfall for Phoenix. This goes out through the 30th of the month. This is off the GFS ensemble, and there's a scattering of members that show some rainfall out here at and beyond 10 days, but not really that much. Certainly, the ensemble mean remains at or under 1/10 of an inch. Same story for the European ensemble, just under 1/10 of an inch. And we've just been beating this drum for a month now. No meaningful chance of rain off of these ensembles, so we look to stay dry. And then checking out temperatures off the national blend of models. How about it? Right around 80 degrees for the middle part of the week. And then, yes, temperatures should trend down a little bit as we get to the weekend and especially into next week, but still remaining above average. Keep in mind that once we get out there toward about the Christmas week there, the average high in Phoenix is 65 degrees. So we're gonna stay above that, I think, on most days, if not all days. And overnight lows generally in the 40s for most of us. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, then click that thanks icon below the video, make those monetary contributions to us, or you can donate directly via PayPal. grofshow@gmail.com is that PayPal address. It's groffshow@gmail.com for PayPal. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation, and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. Talking about my Michelle. Check her out. Check out her blogs, videos, everything Michelle related. It is linked up down in the description. And of course, what else is linked up down there is our streaming station. Yes, we are part of this multimedia empire bringing you all sorts of entertainment. Streaming station called KMGX. We play a ton of music. We have a lot of fun with that. And so I suggest you listen. It's available, again, down in the description. You can check that out, or you can just go to kmgx.com and listen that way. And, of course, if you want to know what we play on KMGX, what do we do? All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Of course, it's everyone's favorite part of the video where we play a little snippet of KMGX, but not nearly enough to get demonetized because YouTube is not friendly that way. And here we go. Let's see what's on KMGX right now. Oh, there you go. And that's your sample. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. All of your continued support. So greatly appreciated. Please be safe. Stay cool. Stay hydrated out there because it's going to be a warm one later this week. Yes, in December, 80-degree temperatures might as well feel like 100 degrees. Especially when we start out days around 40. Like here at Studio B, it was 40 degrees this morning. But later this week, we're going to have highs up in the low 80s potentially. So it's going to be toasty. All right, be safe. You guys have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Monday.